Yeah. It's about that time once again. Tuesday night live streams on the Emceemur show. And tonight we're getting our paddle on. We're going to see how well we can do on some of these old school Atari classics. And, you know, used to play lots of these back in the day. And then some of them not so much. And then some of them I've been asked by some commenters to take an extra special close look at. So we're going to do all those things tonight. But first we're just going to kind of let our hair down here. And we're going to get our Breakout on because that's really my jam. I love Breakout. I love Arkanoid. I love anything like that. Nicholas, welcome to the live stream, sir. You are the first person in on TNL. Glad to have you here. We're about to get some action going. So people complained about the way this thing controls, and I agree. Just turning the dial going from up to down would have been fine. We don't need select and right, you know, select and start to be left and right. I think that's kind of crazy, but it's not a big problem. It really isn't. Yes, Night Driver is on the list, so fear not. That's getting done. Night Driver! God, I suck at Night Driver. And I'm not a very good driver at night. Alright, here we go. See, the dial feels right. I suck, so don't let that be a reflection. And I realize that reading the chat is going to be difficult playing games like this, but I'll catch up in between, so you guys talking and amongst yourselves, let me know what you think about what you see here and what you think about this unit in particular. I think it's a great buy. For $18.88 at your local Walmart, you get some pretty cool paddle games, and you get a very nice working set of paddles. Henry Gonzalez has joined us. Welcome, Hen. In the den with Hen. Welcome, sir. You are in time to see me play terribly at Breakout. But maybe by the end of the night, we'll be doing better. But yeah, $18.88, man, and you know, there are probably more fun blast consoles you could get. I mean, I was never huge into the paddle games on Atari. Breakout, yes, but this did a good job grouping a lot of them, and I agree that, you know, Kaboom isn't on there. That was something that was distressing to a lot of people. Not really sure why that was, but probably because it was Activision, I guess. But then again, they had Activision games on the Activision One. And was it on there? I don't know. I should look at that. That's the only one I didn't buy. Well, you'd think I'd be good by now. I've been playing these games since the late frickin' 80s. See, look at that. Hey! Trident is in the house. Speaking of that, Trident, I played some Rampart last night. Have not forgotten about our retrospective on that. Played some of it last night and it was super fun. I was playing the Genesis version, but I've got tons of versions. So, that's still happening. That was a good idea on that. Alright, so 58, that's about a high score for you, isn't it? I should log into isuck.com with that. Didn't even get a ball up on top of the thing. Boop. So there was talk about the paddles not weighing the same and being a lot lighter than the originals. Not exactly accurate, though. I weighed them and they're literally 1 ounce apart. And that's because there's more cables and a plug on the original. So that makes sense. These are actually, to me, they feel authentic. And of course they don't feel 30 years old either, 30 plus. So, you know, there's that. They fixed the battery doors on these where you don't have to use the screwdriver to get it open. Dollar General has the AtGames Legend for 45 bucks. Yeah, that's what they've been selling them as. They're got them at Sam's right now. If you have a Sam's card that include an SD card, for, you know, however convenient that may end up being. It'll save you from having to buy one, I guess. Brace my... Yeah, I know we've got the arcade one-up coming, and I've got a little surprise for you on that, too, that I haven't even told you about. See, I knew that was coming. I know how they're going to respond to it. The Emceemur show has an ace in the hole. Always leave them wanting more, a wise person once told me. It's going to be good times. And I'm sure, as always, you were polite and diplomatic about the whole thing. Well, I don't know, because I haven't seen it yet, but I know that I just reported the facts. Just the facts. What I was seeing. And, you know, there's people that don't think very highly of this unit I'm playing right here, but the facts are there. It's a nice set of paddles. This is very playable. Pop some batteries in it. Playing some breakout here. And I'm having a good time. I'm not great at it. Oh, see, that's what we wanted the whole time. I just wanted to get that thing on there. Dadgummit. Oh, gotta be ready when it speeds up. Ugh. People... Oh, I barely snibbed that one. I was going for the snib, but I almost didn't get it. Oh, dadgummit, get up in there. There we go, baby. Oh, okay, come on. I stink. Look here and keep up with the chat. There we go. Yeah, I got one more round. You know, one more round. Hey, yo, Tommy. I didn't hear no bell. We've taken a long look at a lot of these units, and I think we're done after this one. I mean, I don't really need the Activision unit. I've got all the Activision games physically as well as on flashbacks. We've got the Activision models that came with those. The gold had them. So it just, I don't think I need a blast unit with those in it. We've reviewed the blast units to where we know what they are, so. But there was a lot of stuff in question on this Pong unit, and you know, not being able to use paddles on the Flashback 9 yet, I wanted to go ahead and dive in and take a look at this one, and we've done it. Now, this is the follow-up live stream, as you know we do. And then there's more live stream stuff coming here first quarter. We got a big first quarter ready for you guys for TNL. And I'm kind of excited about it, because at first I wasn't so sure we were going to keep this going on into the new year. I said we needed to, so I guess we're staying. But, you know, I think sometimes there are areas in which a live stream isn't always warranted, and then there's times where I think it's good to take a group look at these things. But we're having fun with it weekly, so why stop? As long as everybody's watching. Jason Joseph is here. Welcome, Double J. Yeah, you know, the last thing I wanted to do was stop TNL. And, you know, it wasn't so much the thing that there wasn't, you know, as many viewers live. That can only be what it can be. A lot of people stream during this time, and it is what it is. I worry about, you know, views after the fact and that the video is still performing, as well as there being a point to it. And, you know, that's just me. That's just how I operate. But I also worry about extra time for production. We've got lots of videos on the list that have to come out and that I really want to share with you. So I got to make sure that I'm, you know, not spreading myself too thin. But it would be a shame to stop the weekly live streams because we do have some fun here. So we're going to keep it going for now. Lots of stuff to look at, so we really couldn't stop right now if we wanted to. But if we did break from it, it would just be in the interest of bringing you more fantastic programming right here on the show. It's obvious that I suck at this. We're going to go back to the menu now. Yeah, but 30 years away from the paddle, though, you're not going to be good when you come back. So, Ice Pirate mentioned Night Driver. We were going to look at that anyway, but since you did, we'll go ahead and do it. And no, not a 15-cent check yet. No, I don't think they issue those. I think they like the denominations to be a little bit larger. Let's get in on some Night Driver. Yeet, Night Driver. Beep. Oh, see, in that case, start goes... It's crazy the way they do this. The controls are crazy. The dials should just keep going. Nicholas said, did I hack my PS1 Mini? I haven't got around to doing that yet, believe it or not. I plan to, though, because I don't hold its virginity or whatever in the same regard as I do my Nintendo Mini systems. I'll hack that thing up and I won't feel bad about it. A menu you can access without rebooting the machine. Impressive. How novel. Just say Mean Gene Okerlund. Just say it. We're going to take a look back at Mean Gene. We are. And I need to go back through some of the wrestling games that I've got and really pinpoint which ones he's all in. Not just his voice, but his face. I know he's in Super WrestleMania on the Genesis / Super Nintendo. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's so touchy. Now that said, that's not a reflection on the paddle. That's a reflection on me in this game. I could never play Night Driver. Didn't grow up with it. Didn't have it. Didn't know anyone that had it. Tried to play it with a joystick. Said no way. And I never played it again. Now I see why. This is much easier. This actually plays, but dadgum. Boop, boop. It's like this. It's 0 to 100, man. There's no in between. I can't feather the acceleration because it's just the fire button. Nerves of steel. Not what my Night Driver wanted done. Alright, so as far as Night Driver goes, that wasn't a bad run for me. Terry says, you're playing this way better than I would. Well done. I don't know, man. That was definitely better than my last game, and we'll take another run through it for sure. Ice Pirate says, I was a boss at this at the age of 4. Not me, man. I didn't. I was Atariing back then, but not this game for whatever reason. Not this reason. We're gonna take one more run here, man. Oh my god, I blinked. Don't blink. Ah, well, so much for playing good. Oh. I'm not allowed to play Night Driver. My night driving license is revoked. Ice, can you remember what your high score on Night Driver is? It's obviously scored against just how far you can get in the time allotted, which would suggest to me there is a maximum score that you could achieve. Any games made from blocks or lines? Yeah. Yes, Henry, I did do a little better at this. And we'll look at original Breakout, too. They're both on here, so. Breakout, Arkanoid, those games are so nerve-wracking, but I love them. I had Arkanoid 2, whatever, on the damn Commodore 64 back in the day. I used to play so much of that. Driving down the street, waving to the people I meet, crashing into a stick. Any games where the character stays put and the screen moves around him? I don't know that there's very many games on here that have characters, period. Someone told me I needed to look at Circus Atari because it was messed up. Now, from what I recollect, Circus Atari was always messed up. You know, as much as I love the old VCS and the games on there, it had its limits, man. And while it does something special for me in certain regards, there are certain games that I've come across later in life that I didn't play back in the day, and I think I know why, that are just unplayable. It's I don't even know why they released them. People always cry about E.T. and, oh, E.T. the worst game ever made. Quit saying what everybody else says. All that bandwagon crap, make your own decisions. There are much worse games on the 2600. Games that just, you can't even launch them. I mean, they're just crap. And yet there were games that were so great, you know. But there were ones that were just awful. Who designed this street? Circus Atari is poop on a bun. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get it out of the way. Those graphics look incredible. Hey, you know, back in the day, I guess they kind of were. But most of my 2600 playing came at a point after 84. Once we had 8-bit graphics, we had Sega, NES to look at. These games here had to be ridiculously playable for us to still say, hey, this is awesome. Because they definitely weren't going to look better. And I excuse that. I'm not worried about that. But some of the games were just unplayable. First of all, look at this cover. This is the one that your grandma buys you because she sees the aliens and the stuff on the other games and thinks that they might be a bad influence. Circuits Atari, here we go. Oh my. Circus Atari. It's not what the circus dude wants done. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. I mean, it's an okay concept, but oh. Well, poop and bun. Inspired by The Greatest Showman. Yeah. Yeet, Circus Atari. All right, here we go. We're straight up circusing it. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh. Hey, we got actually a decent run going here. And I realize the irony of my statement that this was what it was, and it really is so similar to breakout in its concept, because I mean everything had to be off some of the same basic concepts to be playable games. It was almost all the same kind of games themed different ways. But yeah, I remember this is another one though, like Night Driver, that I remember just not ever being good at, having a lot of experience with. And it seemed like on the old paddles I had that those games also were not they didn't respond as well as these. This is a nice set of paddles. Again, when you have a set of paddles that it's 30 something years old, it is what it is. But yeah, Dash Galaxy on the NES to scale is one of the worst. We may just have to look at that one night just for the sake of it. Jason and I put that in one afternoon when we were just playing some games, and you know, I'd never played it. Got it for $5, didn't care, but was not prepared for how bad it was. I can't even get the dude up there. Yeet the paddle games. Still better than Fortnite. I don't know. Fortnite can be fun if it wants to be. And speaking of that, that Realm Royale thing, I tried that for that code you gave me, and it's not bad. Although I don't think it's going to survive on consoles like it tried to on PC. And it's a shame. And we'll talk about that in a future stream. I almost streamed that tonight. I just don't think it's got a lot of people looking at it because it's been out a long time on PC. Didn't think it was as relevant, but it still may be. It says it's an alpha status, and then it says beta when you get to the other screen. I don't know if it knows which it is, but yeah, it might be worth looking at. Ugh. Best thing to do is not think what everyone thinks, such as saying E.T. is the worst game because everyone much worse than Atari. Yeah, you know, there were worse. Atari Football was worse. Horrible game. Just horrible. Horrible game. Rivaled to scale only by John Elway on NES. The game was so horrible. This game's very much playable on the PS Vita as a result of the included touch controls. Same can't be said for the PS4 version, but yeah, I could see that. Atari Football was rough. Rough stuff. Alright, back to the new. Back to the menu. Kamui Plays has joined us. Welcome, KP. You are just in time. No. We'll look at some original Breakout and play. See if I suck any less. I gotta just say that the dial, I mean, it's dialed in, man. I love it. The feel is right. Doesn't make me suck any less, or does it? How bad would I suck? Boop. We've got Arkanoid on NES, and we've got the little paddle control for the NES. It's kind of rare. And then there's the Game Boy one. What is the Game Boy one called? Alleyway. I'm sorry. Yeah, Alleyway is what it's... Mario's in the little spaceship or whatever. A lot of different ways to play this style of game. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Drake and the 99 Dragons is the worst game I've played. I haven't had the pleasure, but I've heard nothing good. And Plumbers Wear Ties, yeah, that's pretty bad. The Dwarves on PS4 tops a lot of that. Games on PS4. Bad games don't know an era or a platform. I mean, a bad game can just be a bad game. Come on. Ah. God, you get going on these mega slants and you just can't get it. Conan looks like poo, but Merlin... I gotta admit, it does look like crap, but I do love it. Conan Exiles is fun. It's crap, but it's fun. God. I want a do-over on this one. The world in Conan Exiles is so large. There's so much to explore and to craft. And that's the part that gets addictive. The building, that's the part that's addictive. But the combat is trash. I mean, straight up ass combat. And that's a shame. I mean, what a missed opportunity. And, you know, they say that Ark Survival Evolved is the same kind of game. I don't know. I don't play it. But it's a shame that so many of these games just try to be reskins of each other. I don't even know which one came first, but I'm just saying. Same with the Fortnite and the Realms game or whatever that I just played. It's the same game. Can't these people protect their properties where people can't just completely rip them off the next day? And then they fail anyway, but it's like still, they shouldn't even be able to do it at all. Look at Overwatch and Lawbreakers and what happened with that. Lawbreakers was a legit rip. But they did a good job. It was a good game, but it was a rip. So same deal here. That the Realm Royale, it's basically a fantasy setting, D&D set to Fortnite. Yet you're still getting pistols and shotguns, so it's like, is it really? I mean, I guess they look kind of old-timey. There are swords, but I can't see where they would be relevant, because why would you bring a sword to a rifle fight? And I really like the artwork, but I did not like the artwork of Fortnite. It's that goofy, cartoonish nature that, in my opinion, contributed to the lack of accuracy in the combat. The lack of hit detection, you know, I'm not getting the headshot when I know I got it. What's Dwarves on the PS4? Oh, Dwarves. Yeah, it's The Dwarves. It's a fantasy novel about dwarves, and the game is based off this novel. It looks like Diablo, and they tried to market it as a Diablo-esque top-down game, and that's not what it is. There are moments in the game, like maybe 2, that actually happen that way, and you're not even in control of the combat, but from the thumbnails on the back, you'd think that you were. It's a complete frickin' ripoff. I was so mad. It's actually a choose-your-own-adventure novel game, and it doesn't even do that right. Worst game ever. If you look back in my channel and look up the Dwarves, Emceemur, it'll come right up. They're old. They're just straight-up streams off the PS4, but I reviewed them as I streamed them, and honestly, looking back, it's freaking hilarious now because I got my money back out of it. But it's so funny because I was in rare form. I was so mad. I was madder than a wet hen. No, I didn't want to do that. Back to the menu. What was the name of the Star Wars paddle game? I don't know. There was Star Wars. There was... I've got... What? Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi? Is that what they are? They're over there. We can look. What do they say? Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Honestly, I don't know which is which. Jester's Gaming Vids is here. Shared the stream. Thank you, sir. Can't thank you enough for that. Canyon Bomber. Let's see what that's like. You control... Oh, yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about. Alright, let's bomb some canyons. Yeah, if you haven't played it yet, make sure you go ahead and return it. Just return it. It's so horrible. Do you attack the group or do you hide in the bushes? You hide in the bushes. You lose. Game over. I'm quoting you straight from the game. It's that bad. They don't even bother to tell you how you lost. Intrigued Gaming has joined us. Welcome, Intrigued. Yeah, I mean, the canyons, we're really laying it to them here. Oh, God, what did I just do? Oops, caps lock was on. Yeah, Nightbot will come get you for that. Yeet, Nightbot. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's backing that. The button on the back backs it up 10 seconds. So is that it? We won? All right. What are we doing here, man? That's the end of the game? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is not good. If this is all I got for my birthday, I'm raising hell. We got a bent key flying through the air, dropping turds. I mean, the paddle doesn't even do anything. Well, I just got a... That horrible, horrible freaking game. Who thought this was going to be good? Well, you know what you're talking about, man. It's a good game. No, it's not. It's a good game when it's fun. Yeah, the controls are great on this, man. The paddle is really nice on this sucker. And we're going to really look at that again. I suppose we can look at some Pong, because that's the headliner or whatever. But, yeah. I'd apply for a new family if this is all I got for my birthday. Yeah, that was a dungaria game. Hey, wait a minute, wait a minute. Why am I not moving? Am I on the other side? I am. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, starting with a bit of a handicap there. We're already down 4. First player is the second handle. Not fair, but we'll come back. Ah! It's only 6-0. We'll come back. Moving the football. Oh, come on. How does he just know where to go every time? Yeah! What's up? We're on that comeback trail. You got nothing. Come on. He's spazzing out over there. Oh, I thought I had it good there. Yeah, got him. I'm getting cocky. Oh my God, I'm getting cocky. Oh my God, look at him just smoking me. I'm gonna smoke him. I'm gonna smoke him. I'm gonna smoke him. I'm the champ of the world. I'm fired. All I got for my birthday was Canyon Bomber. The only thing you do is hit a button and you win. But you actually don't win. What a piece of crap game to get for your birthday. Ah, it doesn't need a paddle control, 'cause it doesn't control at all. What a piece of crap. Yeah, my 4th point. Coming back. I suck. Yeah, I got cocky, man. I was really feeling like we were doing something there. I had him on the ropes. Hey, come on, you ain't so bad. You know, you ain't so bad. He's getting mad. Ah, God, that ball needed a little bit more heat on it. Yeah, what's up? Now you gotta think, he had what, a 6-point advantage over me when I started? So the game should be a little closer than it is. Ah. Yeah. That's what's up. I do suck. I like this version of Pong. Yeah, you know, it's not as bad as I'm making it look. Well, he went to 21 on us. He went to 21 on us. Let's do it without the deficit this time. Let's do it fair and square. And I'll still lose, but not by that much. Or maybe I will. It plays good is the thing. I mean, for $18.88, you get a bunch of games here on a plug and play. Ease of streaming, I'll say that. Not that people are dying to stream Pong, but I'm having some fun with this. I don't know about you. And the dial is so dialed in. I guess, pun intended. I don't know. It just feels right. 30 plus years of wear. I don't know. I've got some nice paddles. I do. But, I mean, they're only going to be as young as they are. Yeah, we're on the board. We're on the board. We're gonna score. We're gonna get points. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's 3-1. Still very much in the game. 21-16, that's your call. Got a 4-point spread in favor of him. Eventually we'll look back at Pong on my Atari ST and we'll see, because I played a lot of it on there. Not that it was much different than this, but of course the controls are different. We didn't use a paddle on that. Oh, I will catch up on the I will catch up on the chat in just a moment, but we're in heated competitions here. Yeah, see, we're coming back. I think Ice is right on the spread. Hen, thanks for dropping by, dude. Great to see you back in TNL. 2 blast units, you say? Yeah, the Pac-Man one is not as bad as they say it is, I'll tell you. I thought it had some cool stuff on it. I might even buy the variant to have Tower of Druaga on there. Because we're crazy like that. Mainly Gaming has joined us. Welcome, Mainly. Yeah. Get a little side spin on it. Yeah, the computer don't play, man. But I'm coming. I'm coming for him. I'm going to at least try to cover the spread here. Yeah, what's up? We may win it outright, huh? Now, come on. We know what happened last time. We got cocky. Things fell apart. See? Look at that. I have a fear of success. Oh, I wanted to snib it. Went for the straight shot there. That wasn't good. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's 8-all. It's 8-all. God, it's been so many years since I played Pong and gave a crap about it. But I remember we used to, though. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to read the chat. I shouldn't be. I will recap the chat momentarily. You guys root me on, and I'll just imagine that that's what you're doing. Mur's on top. Here's some guy outside in the car revving his fart can. Life. You don't have a cool car. You have a piece of crap with a fart can on it. My car sucks. I'm going to put a fart can on it. Can't even hear my car. It's a lot nicer than yours, though. My car's a piece of crap, so I'm putting the fart can on it. High performance fart cans. Get out of here with your fart can. I'll be trying to record here late at night, and you'll hear all kind of sounds in the night. It's like, who is still up right now making noise? It's 3 a.m. and I'm in here recording. I can't do y'all much more of a courtesy. Yeah, okay, yeah. 3K people are watching a DVD screensaver instead of... They are. I mean, it's amazing. I've given up trying to figure it out. I really have. People are into what they're into. Tides are turning. Getting some cushion room. No such thing in Pong. Gotta dial it in. Dadgum. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I should rephrase. I don't mind a loud vehicle if it's like, oh, you got some wicked machine, but these little 4-cylinders that people put fart cans on, they sound like they're about to explode. I just don't get that. A Honda is meant to be quiet. Except when you're in reverse and then it does the... I love it. The textbook Honda reverse mode. I love Civics. Recently is the longest I've gone without a Civic because we got a CRV for the whole fam, and we just bought my wife a new Civic, and I'm glad we have a Civic again. Yeah. Yeah, I had an old Dodge that the muffler fell off once, and it sure sounded bad. But, I mean, when you're a teenager, you drive what you got to drive. Nobody ever bought me a car. I had to buy my own stuff, so. They're doing neat things with those Jettas now, though. I'll tell you, the new Jetta looks good. Saw one on the road the other day. I was like, I would drive that. John Smith has joined us. Welcome, John. Oh, my God. Hope you're bringing us some luck. We might actually win a Pong match here. I didn't imagine getting so into a Pong match tonight. I thought this would be the last thing we would do, and that I really wouldn't be all that excited about it. Breakout was really what I was most pumped about on this system. But man, I gotta tell you, this Pong match is heating up. And so far, the +4 underdog is trying to win it outright here. We are 1 point away from locking it up. And we just locked it up. Yo, CTC. Chasing the Classics in here? Welcome, CTC, if you're in here. You are in here. What's up? Great to see you. Hope things are going great in your neck of the woods. Switching back to the first paddle now. Well, that was good for some Pong. Oh, look, it's going to rewind 10 seconds. We totally don't need it to do that. Okay. Let's see what else we got. We still got a little bit of time left here. Man, that was a hot match. But it should speak to how decent this is. You got 2 paddles, so you can play it together. If you buy an additional set for this, then you will you can do the quadrupong, the 4-way play. We need to look at Demons to Diamonds. I was going to do that one. This thing trying to pull a Windows update right now. Get out of here. It's always oh, it's your fall picture studio so you can make pictures of your grandma's butt. Nobody wants to use that. It's not even on here. It's not even on my computer. Don't update for that. Be smarter. Update for something a real man would use. I played that Steel Cage Challenge. They gave you store credit. Well, that's awesome. That's really neighborly of them. Yeah, I'll be doing some videos on those next. I got them over here on the floor. I still haven't unpacked them yet. We got to do some wrestling stuff anyway, like Jason was saying, in honor of Gene Okerlund. Okay, that was a little touchier than I thought it was going to be, but okay. I would like to trade in this Steel Cage Challenge plug and play. Please don't think any less of me. I bet Second and Charles would buy one. Oh. Yeah, how much credit? That's a good question. Did you come out all right? Okay, well, I guess that's fair. Old Blu-ray players aren't worth much. Ah, I'm getting schlabonged here. Interestingly enough, you know, I do want to take a look at that, but I want to compare it to the NES original and see how close we're talking on the quality. And the irony of that being there was never really any quality there in that game. It was a bad one. Oh. I'm not diamonding to demonding very good here. Got the last one. SimCity's what's up. Well, that's a little bit better than my last score. It's a fun game. But you know what? I never played this game with the paddle. I never did. I didn't consider it a paddle game. And I don't know that it's easier with a paddle, because the joystick's going to be less touchy. Oh, stinking it up. Start over. Right, spawn into a death. That's awesome. I'm getting the demons, I'm just not getting the diamonds. Did I get it? Independence Day? You made me die because I read Independence Day. You don't buy Independence Day. You do, though, because you gotta look at it. That's one of those games that it's been ET'd. It's so bad that you gotta have it. And I'll be honest with you, I hated the movie. I thought it was so cheesy. And in areas it wasn't supposed to be. And that's another game since AVGN looked at it that I wondered how much in value it might have picked up, but I don't think it did at all. I'm sure the Saturn version is a little more expensive just because it's a Saturn version, but... Yeet, Independence Day. Got cocky. I stink. Alright, well, let's go back to the menu because we got enough time for one more here. Yeah, $3. Just about any game's worth $3. Stunt Cycle. I think we'll conclude with Stunt Cycle. Yeah, 2 for Ridge Racer. That's not bad either. Oh, this one stinks. I remember this. I mean, this is none of them games, man. Get out of here. What do you... Oh, yay. The controls don't do anything. We will not be concluding. This game stinks. There's so many of these stinky games on this, you know, on Atari 2600. I forget which ones are which sometimes. And you never know because the box art was always so misleading. That was their thing. And you get down to it and it's like, oh my god, that one? Oh, that's a terrible one. Let's play Steeplechase, and I think that's one too. Yeah, that game. Uncontrollable. Uncontrollable garbage. Oh, whoop. Come on, horsey. Nee 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 nee. he possibly get up enough speed? Yeah, I couldn't figure out why they... I guess they only had licensing to do the one wrestling game, and they figured they could sell something with a wrestling game. That'd be the only thing I could think of. But yeah, to only have one game on it does not make that thing very attractive. And it's that game, so... I just think that at the heart of a lot of these companies making some of these kind of things, nobody in there are really gamers, and they don't understand their demographic. They think they do. Kind of like I don't understand how to make my horse do any better than he's doing. He keeps turning into Santa's sleigh every time he... I mean, can you slow him down? Is this another case where my dial does nothing and I just hit buttons? Because if so, this is hardly a paddle game. I suck. They did. I saw those too. Oh, man. I was just gun shy because of how much crap they talked about the Miss Pac-Man one and its lack of quality. But who knows, man? Who knows? Yeah, this is RDR2, the 1977 version. All right, well, guys, that is about all the time we have for TNL tonight, but I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here, supporting the Emceemur show, and checking out this cool plug and play with me. Again, this thing's $18.88 at your local Walmart. It is a Walmart exclusive. And if you like Pong, and I've always liked Pong, but I really got back into it for a second there, and not only did I beat the spread, but I won the game outright. You can pick one of these up and have the same kind of fun that I was having tonight in your very own home, and even live stream, because all you got to do is take the little dongle with the HDMI port, stick it right into your capture card, and boom, you're ready to rock and roll. That is the attractiveness of these to me, is that ease of streaming. If you wanted to stream some Atari, this is an easy way to do it. I'm having issues right now with my flashbacks having their sound picked up on the capture card. That could be an update issue. I think we're already up to date though, so I don't know that that's it. And it could be an Elgato compatibility issue, because it's not the most up-to-date Elgato model. So, you know, again, I'm still trying to figure out where the problem lies on that, but we're going to figure it out. But in the meantime, we've got a lot of different ways to stream Atari. We're no longer hurting for a way to do that. And these blast ways, you know, it's another cheap way to do it. It's another cheap option there, and especially for somebody who wants to play some Atari. It's not as bad as everybody's claiming it is, obviously. I mean, it's the game, and if it handles good, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with that? I mean, this is super simple. Anyone can go right out and buy one of these. Yeah, I've got mint model Ataris in here. Play them all the time. It's not a problem. This is easier. This is more accessible. It's kind of cool, and it travels light. And there's a lot of good things I can say about these things. Nostalgia's joining us on the tail end of this. Welcome, Snes. Always glad to see you in the stream, sir. Everybody that's still in here, I hope that you're going to drop a like on this. I hope that you did like this. I hope that you're going to tell a friend about this. I hope you're going to scream from the highest rooftops to everybody that this actually exists, and they need to come take a look at it. They need to get with the Emceemur show. If they're not already watching the Emceemur show, they need to subscribe to the Emceemur show. Let everybody know. And if you're watching this on a recap later on, I hope that you're going to leave something in the comment section below about this video, so that you let me know what you think about what you saw here tonight, because you know that I love getting a conversation going with you right here on the Emceemur show. Make sure that you smack that notification bell each and every time, so that you're the first to know when content goes live. You know that I love making it for you. Great things to come. We got all kind of stuff on the schedule for the TNLs. All the Tuesdays coming up through first quarter. We got great stuff booked. Lots of great videos, reviews, exposés, all kind of stuff coming at you too. You won't believe what I've got in store, but you can believe it's going to be awesome. Emceemur signing out for this episode of TNL, and I will see each and every one of you again next time.